We are at the Charlotte Motor Speedway for the 10th race of Season 4 of the SCRL NASCAR Legends Series. The 11 car of Mohammed Zain Abdullah will be leading us to the green flag. And start beside him is two-time race winner Christian Russell. Rest of the starting lineup for today's race. Points leader Cam Nixie will be starting in the 16th spot. As you can see, all 42 drivers are here for today's race. So, in Season 3, Jesse Turner won that race. It's been a while since I said his name on this series. And in Season 2 and in Season 1, Aureus Centaur won that race. Aureus is the only former Charlotte race winner that is in this field. He is starting 17th. Let's see. The last time we were here at Charlotte, Kelly Lee won that race. And we have never had a driver sweep the Charlotte races. So we'll see if today's Charlotte race winner can win the other Charlotte race later on in the season. 10th race of the season so far. I don't think we've had a bad race yet. That's just me. That's just me as the league owner saying that. It depends on what you guys, the fans, are saying. Is the races good? Have they been poor? Let me know in the comments. Have you been enjoying this season? Have you not? What would you like to see more of? What would you want to see less of? You know, there's always ways to improve on the quality. And here's the command for the 10th time here in Season 4.
Drivers, start your engines!
You're always looking to make sure the next race is better than the last. You're always looking to improve. Mohammed Zain Abdullah, our Richmond race winner, looking for his second win of the season. Beside him, Christian Russell, the only two-time race winner this season. Our winner at Atlanta, the closest finish in league history, and one at Darlington, passing Brock Beard with a coming to the white flag. So, yeah. And you can see the wings are back here at Darlington. Oh, we got a car that is slow. That is the 10, Sebby Jr. Our Riverside race winner. He is having horrible luck in this race. He's slowly coasting back around. As Sebby Jr. will head to pit road. We will start this race. Pace car pulls in. Pull them belts tight. We are racing 40 laps here around this 1.5 mile speedway. And there's the green. Off into turn number 1. Sebby Jr. heading down pit road. And it looks like Sammy had a flat right front tire. Not good for Sammy. Battle for second. Here comes the 34, Al Legacy. Still looking for his first career Legends Series win. Into turn number 4. And Al Legacy leads the first lap. And here comes Sebby Jr. back out into the track. But the field will pass him. So no problem there. Battle for second. Sammy Oskin takes over. Being pushed by Mohammed Zain Abdullah. And Al Legacy will lead another lap. As the field is kind of split just a little bit. Everybody jostling for position. Trying to get as many spots as they possibly can. There's our points leader, Cam Nixie, being passed by Jack Legacy. Also being pushed by Sebastian Torres in the 22. Battle for the lead. Here comes Muhammad again. And And Muhammad's going to try and take the lead. Yes, he does, out of turn number 2. Being pushed by the 18 at Cassie Dent, our Talladega race winner, but she's going to be passed by the 29 car. Marco tells it. And Muhammad will lead a lap. 36 laps to go. This is the longest race statistically in this season. Here comes Marco tells it. Can he clear in his 29? I believe that's a Chevy. And he does take the lead. And he will lead a lap. Here comes TJ Dent. Has had a good showing so far this season, but has not scored a win since Chicagoland in the Classic Truck Series 4 years ago. See Chris Kyle moving into third. Not for long, here comes the 97, Ryan Rush, who had a incident at Darlington in the last race trying to rebound. Of course, Darlington was a wreck fest. Of course, because it's a small, narrow little track. This track is a little bit bigger, so that's why we've had no cautions, at least so far. You see Sammy Savvy Jr. limping around the track. He'll get the last car award for this race unless something happens to somebody else. There he is, Brock Beard. Almost coulda, woulda, shoulda won Darlington, but got passed, coming to the white flag. Still a good showing for that driver in only his 9th career start, already competing for wins. Marco Telza continues to hold the race lead. Here comes Chris Kyle, the master at Bristol, trying to show that he can drive a car on a speedway, not just the short track. And speaking of short tracks, the next time you'll be seeing us here on the SCRL will be at the Martinsville Speedway. Where Chip Roberts is the defending race winner. And Chris Kyle will take the lead, being pushed by Muhammad Zain Abdullah. And we got another lead change. We're not even 10 laps in, and we've already had multiple lead changes. That's Classic Charlotte. And Chris Kyle will lead a lap. Remember, no bonus points are given towards the drivers who lead a lap. As here comes Muhammad again, but look at the 21 car, Brian McCason. Of course, took over that ride after Bulldog 67 did not sign up for this series. It's so weird seeing that 21 car being driven by someone else. You know, you're so used to seeing someone in it, like Jimmy Johnson having Lowe's, or Jeff Gordon in the 24, or Stewart in the 20 or 14, and you see someone else in it, it's like you got to adjust just a little bit. And Brian McCason, he's had pressure on him all season long to try and live up to the hype that the 21 car has had in 3 seasons. That car is a former champion in this series in Season 2. See Chris Kyle trying to get under the 11, and he will. Chris Kyle wants his lead back. And he will lead that lap. So Chris Kyle is determined to win on a speedway instead of the short tracks. But look at Muhammad Zain Abdullah just dives under the 21 car. Muhammad is on a mission here today. Remember, he won on the short track at Richmond. Muhammad trying to double down this season. Into turn 1, into turn number 2. Down the backstretch. 12 cars. Salmon Oskin is now in third. He's still looking for his first win in this series. Here comes Muhammad, makes a peek. But here comes Oskin making his move. 3 wide for the race lead. Something's got to give. Chris Kyle being railroaded. Here comes Riley Spurley-Tube. Here comes Adam McDowell. Here comes Cassie Dent. Kyle gets shoved up to the high lane. And Salmon Oskin will take control in his number 12 car. We are 14 laps completed. Riley Spurley-Tube's moved into second place. Adam McDowell in third. Five laps away from halfway. Oskin continues to hold the race lead. Check through the rest of the field, see what's going on. Of course, the 43 I already mentioned before, Aureus, won this race 2 seasons in a row. Season 1 and Season 2. Keke Watline, the all-time winningest driver in league history. 28 career wins. Where is our points leader? There he is. Cam Nixie has moved up to third. Of course, Cam won at Rockingham. That's why he's the points leader. Has had good runs. It's just not been... He's been untouchable so far. Nobody's been able to pass him for the points lead since he took it. But look who's taking the lead now. Adam McDowell, number 5 car. Good to see that driver have some screen time. Of course, not everybody can, run up front. Not everybody can lead laps and win and all that stuff. And Adam McDowell will lead a lap. Behind him is the 18 car, Cassie Dent, our Talladega race winner. She's trying to give the Dent family their second win here in Season 4. '71 car, Silas Nixie, living up to the Truttle legacy, trying to continue that 71's car. The legacy that car has built up in this league and series. The winningest car in this series. We're still looking for its first win here in Season 4. If Silas does not drive that car to victory lane this season, it'll be the first time in 3 seasons that car hasn't won at least one race. So it's got a 4-year streak trying to continue on, as well as the 21 car, Brian McCason. The 71, the 21, the 43, and the 4 are the only 4 cars that have won in every single season. So the 43, Aureus, already won a race at Ontario, so he crossed that off the list. Now it's up to the 21 and the 71. And speaking of battles, here comes Cassie Dent for the race lead. Adam McDowell led the halfway mark. But looks like Cassie Dent will take the lead. 19 to go. Here at Charlotte, we've been caution-free this entire race, which is not too much of a surprise. I figured we'd have a caution. At least one. Here comes the 34 car, Al Legacy. Nope. Pulls back in. Here comes Brian McCason. Nope. Adam McDowell still too strong on the high side. Here comes Al Legacy once again, trying to go around Brian McCason. Battle for the race lead. Here comes Adam McDowell once again. Let's go with the spectator cam. And we're catching Sammy Sabby Jr. So we'll see how that will affect these drivers. They're about 2 turns away from catching him. Adam McDowell reclaims the race lead, and we'll complete yet another lap. Al Legacy trying to go for second. The front now two drivers have never won in this series, Adam McDowell and Al Legacy. Off the final turn, Adam McDowell leads another lap in his number 5 entry. Of course, it is a Dodge. Al Legacy right behind him in the unsponsored 34 Ford. I mentioned before the series we're going to next, a couple races ago, will be the Formula Series. Formula 1, Formula 2, Formula 3, and Formula E. So we will once again have 4 series running side by side. Yeah, that'll be a hectic thing to do, doing 4 series again, but our champion for the Williams, Icebreakers Williams Series, Heck White Line, chose that series. That's what we're going to do. So, and we only have one user driver in each series, so you can't have multiple chances of being a champion. You have to share and let other people have chances. Our Legacy trying to go for the race lead with 13 laps to go, being pushed by the 72 car of Nathan Ordman. He's being pushed by the 07 car of Bob Joseph. And look at Sebastian Torres has worked his way into the top 5, being pushed by Zachary Fitzwater. So we got some fresh faces battling against some established veterans. And they are so close to Sammy Sabri Jr. They can see him. Way up there. And to turn 3 and to turn number 4. $12 to go for Al Legacy. Down the back stretch into turn 3 and to turn number 4. Zachary Fitzwater. Move past Sebastian Torres, who's starting to fall back just a little bit. And it has happened. They have caught Sammy Sabri Jr. Will he get in the way? Zachary Fitzwater is taking advantage. He's passing the 07 of Bob Joseph. We'll see what Sammy does, if he'll move aside or get in the way. We got 10 laps to go. Al Legacy trying to put another lap on Sammy Sabri Jr. It's just not been the season for, well, race for Sammy Sabri Jr. For all we know, if he didn't have that tire problem, Sammy Sabri Jr. could be leading this race and competing for the win. Technically, right now, he is leading the pack. And Fitzwater is going to be passed by Cassie Dent and Bob Joseph and Sebastian Torres and everybody else in this field. Al Legacy trying to lap Sammy Sabri Jr. for the second time. It looks like he will. But Sammy Sabri Jr. is not giving up on the outside with 7.5 laps to go. Nathan Ordman now trying to pass the 10 car. Mentioned before, Al Legacy, a former IndyCar Series champion. Looking for his first win here in this series. Be 6 laps to go this time by. Christian Russell going around Bob Joseph. Of course, Christian, the only driver to win twice here in Season 4. 6 laps to go. We got a 2-car breakaway from the rest of the field. So it's Al Legacy against Nathan Ordman. When do you make your move? Do you make it now? Or do you wait? Because if a caution comes out, that might end the race. So if I was these drivers, I'd be making your moves now because you can't wait too long. Like the 4-car, Mitchell Collins is making his move. He wants to get around Christian Russell. Here comes Bob Joseph trying to help the 07. And Al Legacy is being passed now for the race lead. Here comes the 72. 4 laps to go for Nathan Ordman. With a huge run, here comes Sammy Sabby Jr. He wants his lap back. Fitzwater chooses the high lane. That's not a good lane because he's got Mitchell Collins right behind him. Be 3 laps to go this time by. Fitzwater is going to be shuffled back to 3rd. Maybe even more. Because here comes Al Legacy. 3 to go. You see Sammy Sabby Jr. is messing things up because he wants his lap back, and that has caused 3 lead changes so far. Make it 4 because here comes car number 4. Mitchell Collins. Trying to end a 6-race streak where the driver with a C in their first name has won. Yeah, the past 6 races, the driver with their name starts with the letter C. So that's an odd occurrence. 2 laps to go. Here comes Nathan Ordman on the inside with help from Al Legacy. Here comes Zachary Fitzwater again, but here comes Adam McDowell to help. Make it a 5-car battle. Ordman takes the lead in turn number 4, coming to the white flag. 1 lap to go. This race is official. No cautions. Ordman just has to ride around for the next 4 turns. He'll get his first career win and his 10th start. Down the back stretch for the final time. Al Legacy trying to close in, but I don't think he's close enough. Into turn number 3. Into turn number 4. Ordman goes a little bit wide, but that's all right. Off the final turn, Nathan Ordman is going to score his first career win. He wins here at Charlotte. And we did that without a caution. No surprise, because we've had that several times happen. Here are your race results. Nathan Ordman scores his first career win. 2nd is Al Legacy. 3rd, Logan Buchart. 4th, A.J. Jones. 5th, Mitchell Collins. 6th, Riley Spurley-Tube. 7th, Zachary Fitzwater. 8th, Marco Tells It. 9th, Josh Nixie. And 10th was Trevor Collins. Rest of your race results. We had our championship points leader finish 20th. Sammy Sabby Jr., the only car 1 lap down. And he will get the last car award for this race. Well, that is it for the 10th race of the season here at Charlotte. We will take you to victory lane for the very first time with the number 72 car of Nathan Ordman. Here are the point standings of the 10th race of the season at Charlotte. Kim Nixie continues to hold the point lead. He has a 15-point lead over Christian Russell. Third is Riley Spurley, 31 points behind. Fourth, Bob Joseph, 47 points behind. And fifth, Carter Joey, 52 points behind. Sixth is Cassie Dent. Seventh is TJ Dent. Eighth, Jimmy Sampson. Ninth, Silas Nixie. And 10th is Al Legacy. 11th is Leroy Jones. 12th, Simon Fox. 13th, Jack Legacy. 14th, Ty Dent. 15th, Brock Beard. 16th, Cole Nixie. 17th, Josh Nixie. 18th, Dale Jones. 19th, Carter Joey. And 20th is Cackle White Lion. 21st, Eddie Wacumby. 22nd, Nathan Ordman with the win at Charlotte, gained 15 spots. 23rd, Brian Fox. 24th, AJ Jones. 25th, Zachary Fitzwater. 26th, Samad Oskin. 27th, Mitchell Collins. 28th, Sammy Savvy Jr. 29th, Marco Telzit. And 30th is Sebastian Torres. 31st, Brian McCason. 32nd, Logan Bucart. 33rd, Julian Ibrahimman. 34th, Mohammed Zain Abdullah. 35th, Derek Edison. 36th, Paul Hogan. 37th, Chris Kyle. 38th, Ryan Rush. 39th, Adam McDowell. And 40th is Trevor Collins. 41st is Ori Centaur. And last in points is Joshua Rush. That is your point standings after the 10th race of the season at Charlotte. We will next see you at the 11th race of the season at the Martinsville Speedway. And until then, keep the hammer down, and we'll see you at the track.